Ooh, what do you call?
Station 62, Charlie response, 110 Margaret Avenue, Evans City Borough, 48-year-old male, diabetic problem, 13 Charlie 02 Charlie, on 5, time now, 11:10.
Okay, we're going to sign in on laptop here and pull the latest image. We're going to be connecting here soon. Okay, we're connected. Looks like we're going to be having some storms some rain cells be moving in here. What we're going to do is looks like the guy behind me decided to try to pull out in front of me. And there's no reason to be flying through the parking lot. That's a given. We're currently in the 203 district of Butler County. Currently at Hindman Road and Newcastle Road, which is here right at 422. And it looks like we have some rain moving east. It's more east with the southeast motion, and it's coming off from Lake Erie right now. You know, people always ask, what is it like to be a storm chaser? You know, what do you do? How do you like it? And what do you have to do? And first, let me say that everything is complete volunteer. We make no money through the government. No, nothing like that. We do it for the hobby. We do it because we want to. Everything that you see in this chase car, the radios, the laptop, the camera, the lights, all of that was paid out of pocket. I don't buy stuff and then send the National Weather Service receipts. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I just love doing it. Then people ask, oh, well, what do I need for certification wise? What do I need to do? Technical aspect, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. But with the group that I'm with, the Pennsylvania Storm Chasers, there is a minimum list of certifications that you must have. That being Skywarn Basic, Skywarn Advanced, traffic safety, NIMS and FEMA, 100 and 700. I mean, it's a small list compared to some organizations, but it's not as bad as some. It's honestly not as bad as some. Being with the fire department, I mostly had all this stuff, all the certification wise, before me and Dean Barry started up the Pennsylvania StormChasers. There will be days to where there's no storms, there's nothing going on weather-wise in western Pennsylvania. Usually on our off days, what we do is we collaborate, we come up with better ideas, or we just clean up, because these chase cars, this is, if you ever hear me call Mesonet 1, this is Mesonet 1. Dean Barry, his vehicle is going to be Mesonet 2, or also Skyforger 2. What a Mesonet station is what we can do is we can go out in the field and we can put up a mobile weather station before a storm comes, and we can record and log everything that happens within this storm, which is kind of nice because the radar only shows you so much. You need ground truth, and if they're saying 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, we can go out in the field and see if it's getting near severe criteria, or if we go out and see that it's nothing, we can relay back to the National Weather Service or whatever it may be that, hey, this cell's not as bad, you know, do what you want to do, but we have our chasers out in the field and they're reporting back what each cell does. Not to over-exaggerate anything, most of the time if there is a storm system moving through Lawrence Beaver, Butler Armstrong, Allegheny, Westmoreland, Indiana, and Washington County, we have chasers on that cell at all times. That could be an over-exaggeration, but within season 1, that's what we noticed. We always had, whether it was when the cell popped up or towards the end of it, we almost always had someone on that cell no matter what, which is absolutely fantastic for our first year of being out in the field and chasing. I love the group. I love the Pennsylvania StormChasers. The top people is Dean Barry, 203 Alpha 02. He is the director of operations. He's the one who pretty much coordinates the entire group. He does a fantastic job of it. My identifier is 203 Alpha 01. I am the director of technology, whether that be social media outlets, websites, and then down to technology as in mobile application use. Then we have Laura Kost. She is the 203 group supervisor. So she manages, if I recall, she's the group manager for 203 district. What she does is she oversees any additional chaser within the 203 area, which is Butler County in western Pennsylvania. Then, if I recall, we just promoted Krista Nicole. She is out in Indiana County. I think it's Indiana County. It's Blairville, PA. And she does the same thing as Laura Kost, but out for that district. Don't quote me on the last two people, Laura and Kristen. I haven't had much time to talk to Dean. I've been trying to outfit this vehicle, and it's been it's been a challenge, I want to say. We have had quite a large amount of members join. The start of the new year, I think we had 120 members. 120 members. Then, after a few incidents of tornado warning sales within some of the nearby counties, we had a large group of members join in. We are at 280, 290 members now, so we basically doubled our member count just off of two bad storms, which I couldn't be any more happier. That is fantastic that we are able to have such a large reach with people. Then we've also had a handful of sponsors help within the group. Big shout out to WSV3, which is the Weather Studio version 3. They helped supply our command center and our operations center with a copy of WSV3 Professional. I want to say it's Winplus USA, I'm not quite sure. They're actually, they supplied our main chasers with our main group of chasers with Wiper. Sorry, this guy is backing up and I don't know exactly what he's doing, and I don't want to lose concentration while driving. But the Pennsylvania Storm Chasers have been absolutely fantastic. We have had a great season 1. For our pilot season, it has been fantastic. I was actually, for the one tornado, it was actually an EF0 tornado. I was the first one on the scene in the area with a response time of 30 seconds. That is fantastic. 30 seconds to reach the touchdown zone of a tornado. I was basically right on top of it. I was just up over the hill and I shot right down in. And I helped at the emergency scene because there was quite a few large trees down. When I say large, I mean I'm gonna put some of the pictures right here in the video to show you the tornado to touchdown. What we believe is that it was hopping, where it dips down and comes up again, you know, down, down, down. Because it wasn't straight. It hit a valley, hit on top of a hill. The hill didn't get hit too much, but the valley got pretty horrible. Okay, it looks like we have another HP system moving through. If you guys hear me say HP cell or anything, I don't mean Hewlett Packard, I mean high precipitation, which with HP cells, we're looking at near zero visibility, possible flash flooding to occur. We had flash flooding occur a couple days ago. We went out chasing about 3 a.m. I got caught in the middle of a nasty storm, super nasty, and I was pretty much, when I was driving, I wasn't being able to see where I was going. I was riding the middle of the double yellow line, just because then I knew I was on the road. The water was up, it was just shooting over top. I relayed to 911 and they sent out the fire department to help close the road till it calmed down. Flash flooding is the #1 killer. People think tornadoes or lightning is. No. Flash flooding is, it's the most dangerous weather form because it happens just like that. There's no time to prepare for it. That's why if you ever see flash flood warning compared to a flood warning, flood warnings, they're not too worried about issuing out, but flash flood warnings, they will issue it immediately as soon as they feel the need to. Talking back onto the car has a UHF radio, which is good for amateur bands, GMOS, and it's also good for the 911 communication system. Just in case I need to, I have it, but I never use it, never. I always go through the chain of command with calling in and everything to cell phone. Then we have a CB. We do use CB just as a backup precaution, but it's pretty much, it's just there. Never use it. The only time I use it is to turn on the weather station, the Parker, Pennsylvania repeater through National Weather Service. Use it to listen to that. Then I have a Davis Weather Wizard 3. This is actually currently mounted to the front flange here. And I'm going to be getting a temperature gauge. The wind gauge is in the back, and it's super. I love it because I can look down quickly and read the reading while I'm stationed or on standby somewhere in a staging area. I have an upgraded stereo system because I like my tunes. Then probably the biggest radio that gets used is this is a Kenwood 2180. I want to say it's a VHF, and it's 50 watts, 65. It's something like that. I use only commercial radios for the reasons they last longer. They can be cheaper sometimes. They can be cheaper. They have a higher duty cycle, so I can talk for a good amount of time without the unit overheating and dying, pretty much. And also, I can't get locked out of it, which I like. Amateur radios, they have a VFO, which pretty much you can type in any frequency you want, but if you're hitting buttons, you can mess it up pretty bad. And then the other thing is, we have dispatch tones, so if we need to, we can drop a tone out over a frequency, and what that will actually do is once that dispatch tone goes out, everyone's radio listening that has that tone program, so me, Dean, Laura, if she has a radio, anyone in the area, the radio will go beep, 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 and it will, alert. They'll know, oh, something's going on. They'll listen, and then we'll dispatch wherever it is. Usually it's a tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning. Then I have a laptop here. I got this laptop for $15. You're gonna laugh at me, but it's the best laptop I've ever got. It's 14 inches, I want to say, so it's perfect for a smaller car. And it also, I'm going to be getting a ton more of chase equipment. We're going to be having a GPS system right here for the laptop, so I can use my weather radar programs, and it can actually follow me and let me know what's happening through Geo Level 3, Geo 2 Analyst. And also for the spotter network. I am on a spotter network. I will be using it Season 2 for storm reports and everything, because I think I can log them and send them over to our operations director online. That's going to be nice. I do like that. And then also, trying to think, we've been doing so much. I'm getting a 32-inch LED light bar. Now you may be like, oh, well, you already got a light bar and all that. Yeah, I do have a light bar, but for clear lights to see at nighttime when I'm pulled off, I can't see anything. My high beams is all I have. That, or if I go out with a flashlight. So I got a 32-inch light bar. It's about that long. The ends of them are floodlights, 180 degrees, and the big center is all 60-degree spotlight, and I'll show you. I'll put a picture up right now of what it looks like without it and without it on from a video I found online. I forget the uploader of it, but I ordered that today, and I ordered the GPS receiver transponder thing, so that will be amazing. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's nice to see people actually taking it slow on these roads. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm going to be having the outside camera and also this camera right here. I'm going to link them together in the same video. The issue is, on wet roads that are just paved, you don't have the chip and toe to hold on to your tires much. And when you have wet leaves on the road and you go to hit your brakes fast, what happens is you slide. That's how people either flip their vehicles, they slide into a guardrail or whatever. You will see in season 2, in the off season, the winter season, I don't drive unsafe. Yeah, every now and then you might see a little fast or something like that. I honestly try not to. Usually I've been getting pretty good with the tunnel vision and the adrenaline rush. Of course, being within the fire department, everything like that, responding to calls, you learn to do the speed limit and not go fast. Thank you everyone for joining me. This is 203 Alpha 01.